Where, where am I? I was just on stage. The crowd, the lights. Where did they go? Hello? Is anyone there? What is this? What is this place? Am I dead?
This is the threshold, Marcus, the final crossing. You have passed from the world of illusions into the world of truth. Your earthly act is finished. What remains now is the accounting.
Accounting? I was an entertainer. I made people smile. I made children believe in wonder. I didn't hurt anyone.
Marcus Emmanuel Cross, born of dust, gifted with intelligence, blessed with a mind that could have lit the world. Come forward, it is time.
I'm not ready for this.
No one ever is, but ready or not, truth has come.
Marcus, look at you! Same bewildered face you had the first night I visited your dressing room. Do you remember that night? Yes, I came in the flesh. Well, whatever passes for flesh here. My lord, if I may present my case. Let the record show that this man, this celebrated, applauded, adored magician spent 43 years on this earth doing one thing above all else, teaching people that the supernatural does not exist. Every night he stood before audiences by the thousands and said in word and in deed that there is no miracle, there is no mystery, there is no God, there is only a trick you haven't figured out yet. Marcus, you performed a lot. Every illusion was a sermon. Every standing ovation was a congregation choosing wonder without worship. Page 147 of your own book reads that anyone who believes in miracles simply hasn't studied the mechanics. Your words, not mine. Furthermore, this man entered into a covenant, a willing covenant. The night his career was failing, when the venues were emptying and the reviews turned cold, he came to me, he asked for fame, he asked for power over minds, and I delivered. Marcus, you signed your name in full awareness, you traded your gifts. Gifts given by the Almighty to serve my agenda, and you did it beautifully. My lord, the evidence is plain. This soul belongs to me. He used your gifts to deny your existence. He led thousands away from your grace, and he made a binding agreement. I simply ask that the terms be honored.
My voice has told 1,000 lies dressed as entertainment. What could I possibly say here that would mean anything? The truth is, I was afraid. That's where it started, not arrogance or fear. I grew up in a home where faith was used as a weapon. My father beat us and called it God's discipline. My mother prayed every night and buried 2 children anyway, so I decided, if that's what God looked like, I wanted no part of it. I became a magician because I wanted to control something or anything. I wanted to be the one with the answers. I wanted power over the unknown because the unknown had taken everything from me. And you, Satan, you didn't come to me as a monster, you came as an opportunity, a contract and a way out. I was 26 years old, broke, and desperate. Then you offered me the world. My lord, I know that's not an excuse. I know I should have turned back. There were moments when I felt something. A child in the front row who prayed before the show. A woman backstage who quoted scripture over me like it was the most natural thing in the world. A morning in Prague where I stood on a bridge and wept for no reason I could explain. I knew those were you. Those were moments you were reaching out to me. I didn't know how to receive it. I had built my entire identity on the idea that you weren't real to accept. You would have meant admitting I had wasted everything, that every stage, every show, every book, every applause was built on a lie. I am not standing here to argue my case. I don't have one. I'm standing here to say I am sorry. Not because I'm afraid of judgment, but because I finally see what I threw away. I finally see who you are, and I am so desperately, terribly sorry.
Marcus Emmanuel Cross, you have heard the accusations. You have spoken your truth. Now hear mine. The accuser is correct that this man used his gifts against the kingdom. You are correct that he led many astray. You are correct that a covenant was made, however. You conveniently omitted that the covenant you offered was built on deception. You came to a wounded man in the lowest hour of his life and offered him counterfeit power disguised as deliverance. You did not offer a fair exchange. You exploited a broken soul who had not yet encountered my love without distortion, and more than that, you have no jurisdiction here that I did not permit. You forget, as you always forget. that I am not a God who loses people to loopholes. The law requires a perfect sacrifice for sin, and that sacrifice was made long before this man was born, long before his father raised a hand, long before a young boy decided to stop believing. I had already accounted for this moment. The cross of my son covers what the courtrooms of your making cannot override. That debt, every stage, every sermon against me, every soul he misdirected was placed on the one who bore all debt willingly. I watched every show. I was in every city. I was in Prague on that bridge. I was in the child's prayer in the front row. I was in every unexplained moment of wonder you felt but refused to name. I never stopped reaching for you. You spent your life pulling rabbits from hats, making people believe something appeared from nothing. But the greatest act of creation was already done, and it was you. I made you on purpose, with intention, and I never stopped wanting you back. Now the performance is over. The smoke clears, the mirrors fall away, and what remains is the only thing that was ever real. Welcome home, my son. If this story moved you, it's because truth always does. Maybe you've been living behind a mask, a performance, an identity that says I don't need God. Maybe, like Marcus, you felt that bridge moment, that unexplained ache, and you named it anything but what it was. Today, the curtain can come down. No more tricks, no more hiding. I am speaking to you right now in this moment. If you're ready to step out of the illusion and into the real, type "I'm ready" in the comments. Share this with someone who needs to see it. And if you haven't given your life to Christ, today is your day. Don't walk out of this performance the same way you walked in. Subscribe for more faith-based dramatic content. Comment your favorite line from the script. Share this with someone still living behind the curtain.